very excited today to show you how the Countif function can change your teaching. So first thing I'm going to do is go to Google Forms and create just an example form. I'm going to create a section for students to choose their name from a drop-down list. Not multiple choice, I should pick drop-down. And you could have more than 7 names, but just for an example, I'll show 7. You could have 30, 40, whatever it is, all the students in your class. Because this is rewards, I'll just put code in. So students would have to put a code in when they choose their name. Now we're going to go to responses and click the Google Sheet logo and create a new spreadsheet. The Google Sheet will load, but I need to go back to Google Forms, click the little picture of an eye to preview the form, and I'm going to need to choose each name and click submit so each name shows up on the Google Sheet. So I'll just keep submitting new responses with each name. On the Google Sheet, you will see each name listed. And now I'm going to actually type these names out in a list, and the order matters. So I'm going to type out Chris, Aaron, Kristen, Brian, Paul, Ed, Sharon in a row. I'll just put in a title, students, and points, just to stay somewhat organized. So the Countif function works by counting how many times it sees. So I need to type equals Countif bracket because I need to put a range in. So Countif range, in this case, could go from B1 all the way down to B100. Just a side note, I can make this range as long as I want. I'm just going to do 100 down that column. So on the B column, I'm just making sure that I'm looking at from B1 all the way to B100. Anything in there is going to matter in this equation. I'm going to do from B1 colon B100. And I can see it's orange, which means it's highlighted that section, comma, and the criterion is the box I want to reference against my B column. For criterion, I'm going to type in D3 because that is where I see Chris's name. And I got lucky here, it did a suggestion autofill. If that happens, great. All it's doing is it's now still doing the Countif function. Notice how it changed to B2 though. I don't like that. I still want it to be B1. And it is choosing D4 as the criteria. That's good. Yeah, Kristen here. I want the same thing. Sometimes there's a lot of this that has to happen because it moves it down. I'm sure there's a way to fix that. Okay, Ed was only 2 digits. It didn't work. Change it to Carl. That works. So all it is doing is every time I submit a name, it will count how many times it sees that name. A reminder that I just did the range from B1 all the way down, and I just did whatever whatever this box is. That's what's going to tell me over here. So D9, we'll put right there. For example, if I put Sharon again, Sharon another time. If I go back to my form, now you can see every time the form is filled out and a name gets thrown in, the Countif function is adding a number. My only mistake is I shouldn't have posted it so that the names are affecting it there. You can see a little space there before Sharon. I probably should have posted a bunch of names before I started doing that. I realize I've kind of rushed through this, so if you have any questions or you need me to go through it with you, please feel free to contact me, and hopefully I can make it make sense. Please be sure to just jump in and try it out though, and I really hope it helps with your teaching profession. The next few videos are going to talk about how to set this up with marking and with actually setting up the point system so your students can see.